I guess for me, life before my bariatric surgery was it was hard because I used food as an emotional escape. It made me feel better. It came on very gradually. I was a thin person up until I had children, and then that kind of went on. And then weight just kind of build and build and build. And then all of a sudden, you're surprised, you get on the scale, and you've been avoiding it for years. And I got on the scale and I was like 300 pounds, and I got scared again. And I tried to think I was going to diet and do all these things, and I did. I tried every diet out there, but I just couldn't seem to push myself. And every time I diet, I would gain the weight back and then some. And then I got on the scale again, and all of a sudden I was 420 pounds and scared. I was borderline diabetic. I had sleep apnea. I had what was called it's a type of sleep apnea where you have extreme weight in your upper body, and it's very, very hard to get rid of when you're a large person because it's all pressing down on your airway. And I also had high blood pressure. I had, I was in critical condition, I would say, for my life because I couldn't do anything. Use carts to get around. I didn't walk anywhere. I sat all the time. And in my discovery of my life, it was it's kind of like you're going to die. I mean, that's what you hear people saying. You hear doctors saying it, and your mind doesn't want to believe it. Like, because I'm breathing, but I saw pictures of myself or videos, and I went, oh my God, is that me? And I didn't like what I saw. I had divorced my husband, and I was alone, and it was something that you don't really expect in your life. And then all of a sudden you're like, I have to do something to change. And it took me a little bit, and finally I went to the bariatric center here at Fairview, Southdale, and it was a blessing because I met Dr. Laguna, and he changed my life. I picked the Roux-en-Y. For me, I've had incredible results from it. I've had very little side effects from it, but I also I do due diligence on everything that I'm told to do, and I'm very careful about what I eat. The weight came off so rapid for me. In fact, the clinic had said, wow, your weight's coming off awfully fast. And I didn't do anything other than just followed the things, and it was like you just keep going. I started to have more energy. I started to feel better. I started to be. I was standing up. I'm actually a motivational speaker, and I'm on stage. So you're in front of all these people, and I'm standing up for 3 hours. I can tell you I wasn't doing that before. I had a stool that I sat on most of the time. Now I'm walking up and down, and I'm motivating people, and it's exciting because it's like I'm speaking now, where before it was like I felt like I was being a hypocrite. I'd say, go do it, but then I wouldn't do it myself. And now I can say that I am doing it. And that's really the critical point I think in anyone's journey is you kind of have to figure out. And it was like all of a sudden I'm standing there, and I even turned to somebody and said, I just stood for 3 hours. And I didn't have to sit, and my knees didn't hurt, my feet didn't hurt, my back didn't hurt. It was amazing. I mean, I used to have sore ankles, sore knees, sore back. I even was told that I might have to have surgery, and I had gone and seen an orthopedic surgeon, and it's gone. It's gone. The surgery is not a cure, and that's the one thing that I can't stress enough, is that surgery is not a cure. It is a tool. Just like anybody else who may have to go in and does diets and does all these different kinds of things, if they do diets, that's their tool. For someone as large as I was, or people that have reached a point where a lot of it hasn't worked, for me, it didn't. And I don't say that it doesn't work for everybody, but I was just one of those people who just didn't have the strength to keep going. I gave up a lot. And with this, I could still give up. But with all the investment that I did going into the surgery, I decided I'm never going to be that person again. And I'm not. And I'm excited. I'm 55 years old, and my life is amazing. I'm doing more things than I did when I was 30 or 40. I'm really alive, and I'm really thankful for it every day. I get up every day. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. The power's within us. I really believe that I was a motivational speaker. I couldn't even motivate myself, let alone other people. Now, I am my words, I speak. It's really about finding what it is inside yourself that makes you want to change something and change who you are, because we can get stuck, and getting stuck's not good. And I learned to get unstuck. It was like, okay, my life is stuck. Let's move forward. Let's get out of this. And all of a sudden, you just kind of, what do I do? And you talk to people. You figure it out. And I have a great support team, both at the clinic and at home. I surround myself with people that inspire me, that help me. I stay away from the chronics things that I do, like food and people that make me eat. And so you learn how to adjust your life to something that is more supportive of your life and better for your life. And that's really what I did. Hi, I'm Soulaire, and I go to Fairview, Southdale Weight Loss Clinic, and we're getting better together.